And welcome to Ballhawk Blab. This week, it's our fourth show, but we'll be celebrating or kind of a preamble to our sister brother show, Ballhawk Blab, who has a special show in store tonight. So, welcome to Ballhawk Blab, the first and only video baseball podcast for Ballhawks by Ballhawks, inspired by none other than this band of the '80s, Hall & Oates. So, Tony, what's on our docket for tonight?
First of all, I want to give a big rest in peace to one of the former members of King Crimson, Mr. Greg Lake. Thank you, Greg Lake, for all of your great music. And today's episode, we are going to talk about some Dutch oven action, as well as interview one of our, I guess he's one of our offspring, I guess. Yeah, because we interviewed one of them. We'll interview the other one. And then we're going to do a nice top 10. And we're going to be doing the top 10 numbers, 1 through 100. All right, so let's kick it off with Dutch oven. And we've named it that because it's not quite a warm oven, but it's not quite a hot stove. So I'm pretty sure that science dictates that that's a Dutch oven.
Right. Now that the winter meetings are over, it really can't be a hot stove anymore.
Right.
And before the winter meetings, that's when it was kind of like that warm oven.
Yep.
So, Tony, can I borrow your marker?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So starting off, Tony, what do you think were the some of the bigger? Obviously Chris Sale going to the Red Sox is probably one of the bigger. Any Sale? I think Sale.
Oh yeah, they had a fire sale. That's right. That's what the White Sox are going through.
That was probably one of the biggest moves during the winter meetings. But anything else that kind of stood out to you?
Yes, I want to share my screen really quick and show you. I just saw a name come through the wire, and I'm not quite sure that this actually does boost it back up to a hot stove, but here we go. Let me share this quick. Anyone know that guy? Because I do. That's a picture that I took.
It looks like Tony Voda. Oh, there he is.
Ah, I wish that was me. If you can see, let's try to zoom in here. You can't quite tell. Bummer. But anyway, that is Mr. Dan Rolfing. The Twins just re-signed him, a 27-year-old journeyman catcher who has never made it to the major leagues. He spent basically almost his entire career in the Twins system, went to the Mets for a little bit, then went to the Diamondbacks, has played in AAA a lot, but not a pro catcher. And unfortunately, that is probably the best news to come out of the Twins organization, because the only other news that we had lately was Yorman Landa of Venezuela. He passed away, and he was only a 22-year-old pitcher. So that is unfortunate. So I don't have much good news, at least for my home team. How about you, David?
I'm trying to think. The Braves did make a move, picking up Freddie Garcia from the St. Louis Cardinals. Now they kind of gave up. Oh, what do you have there, sir? Looks delicious.
It does. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. The Braves did pick up Freddie Garcia from the Cardinals for some minor.
You mean?
Pardon me?
Is it Jaime Garcia?
Jaime. Could be Jaime as well. However, you want to pronunciate.
Okay.
For a couple of minor league prospects, as well as picking up one of the Rangers' top fireball pitchers, again for Tyrell Jenkins, who he was a fan favorite. He wasn't up long, but he really put a lot of heart and soul into the Braves. So he'll be missed. So hopefully the player that we gave up, or hopefully the player we have coming in from Texas, will be able to reach his potential. I think that's kind of the Rangers not necessarily gave up on him, but really wasn't pitching to his potential. So hopefully new scenery will be able to pay off some dividends. So that was a big move here in Atlanta.
I was actually a fan of Tyrell Jenkins because even though I only was down there for 2 games, he was one of the guys that tossed me a ball at Turner Field. So I feel like I have a small connection to him, and that's a bummer because, like you said, a lot of people really liked him, and he seemed to be really friendly. And I mean, I was a out of towner, and he was friendly to me, so I can only imagine what he was like on a day-to-day basis.
Right, and I saw him on the road in some minor league games, and he's the kids that would come up and hang out right at the bullpen during the game and toss some baseballs and play catch with them during the game between innings. So he's real. He'll be missed for sure when it comes to one of the more fan-friendly players that we've had in the organization.
The other one that I was wondering about was, let me get a drink of this delicious drink here first.
Savor the flavor.
Wow, this is delicious. It's not the end of the episode yet, but let's talk about closers. Let's talk about closing time.
That seems to be like, if you want to make some money in the show, you want to be a closer. No, you work an inning, get 3 outs, and get paid handsomely for doing such a thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at probably outs per dollar or dollar per out, I'm thinking that a closer has the most money because they pitch maybe 60, 70 innings tops in a year. And what was he making? It was 84 or 86 million.
Yeah, and I think the deal that Craig Kimbrell signed with the Braves a few years ago before they trade him off is a steal now. And at the time, everybody looked at it as, why are you paying a closer so much money when he pitches 3 days a week, 4 days a week max?
So it seems like that was the Aroldis Chapman. That's who we're talking about. He was the first one to drop, and it seems like he's probably going to really dictate who goes where as far as closers. What do you think is the next position that is kind of waiting to see what happens? I mean, Dexter Fowler signed. I don't think that there's a lot of huge name outfielders. So what are we waiting?
It's always going to be starting pitching is going to take command big money, but I think what we're seeing is the almost, I don't want to call them fringe players, but they're not superstars. They're starting to get these huge.
Wait, can I write this down? Do you want to pass me back that marker?
Yes, here you go. Got it?
Okay. Thanks. Don't worry, I got it. I did get it.
Okay. It was stuck a little bit.
That's what she said.
That might be our next meme, our Ballhawk Blab weekly meme. And if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check out our Instagram account.
Yes, we have the best intern in the game. Thank you, Jack Larson. Jack, you're going to be on our show here pretty soon, so get your marker ready and we'll pass it to you.
Yep. What was the question again? Sorry.
Awkward.
Starting pitching is always, but what we're kind of seeing now is that these fringe star players are starting to get these big contracts, which is going to be interesting when it comes to the luxury tax, I guess is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
What's really going to happen with that in the future? I don't know if that's really been thought out completely.
That and it's pretty pathetic when the Bryce Harper sweepstakes have already begun. I mean, that's a lot of news, and that's not going to happen for another 2 years, but get used to it. I mean, everyone's written him off as a Yankee already, but whoever does sign him.
And I think,
yeah,
and that's going to shift that whole player pay scale again. I mean, I think when you look back at Stanton, I think it was, I don't remember how many years it was, 325 million, I think it was. And that was insane just 2 years ago. And now you got Harper looking at almost a $500 million. The market is going to be nuts. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens with salaries here before too long. So
If anyone is looking to sponsor this show and give us a bunch of money, I can tell you this right now. If you give us each $1 million per episode, this thing will be shut down probably before we even get to spring training, because at that point I'll have enough money where I just don't want to work anymore.
but it could also help us with our budget, where we could make our shorts that we want to make. Like
Not garments,
but
like
no, not like the underwears.
the underwears. Yep. Okay.
The underwear.
Not like the underwears. Dang it. You're going to take all of the memes. It's never going to be this case.
Oh, but no, that could help us out. So there's any major league players that watch Ballhawk Blab on a regular basis? I know there's got to be at least one.
Probably dozens.
So they tell their friends.
I think we're the best in the biz. Didn't we win an award?
We did win an award. You know who hasn't won any awards yet?
Yeah, that one that's already been going on for almost 100 episodes. That's
yeah. They're not award winning.
We love you, Larry and Cole.
One of their hosts is partially award winning.
True.
That's another story for another time. Speaking of which, I think we have an interview with one of those.
Yeah.
Let
me go get him. So
those scams.
Do you want to prep this and tell people about this?
Okay. So last week we were supposed to have Cōlé Atkins as one of our guests, but unfortunately he had a meeting of the Young Republicans, I think. He got caught up in. So what we're doing this week is that we have him live with us, and we'll be interviewing Cōlé live here on Ballhawk Blab. And that's the sound to summons him.
Hey,
and
sorry.
Cōlé,
I was gone. I apologize.
can you hear me?
Can you hear
I know
me?
you're coming all the way from Kentucky.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry that I missed you guys the other day.
Okay. So Cōlé, no.
Yes.
I know that two of your passions. Yeah. Oh, Cole?
Yeah.
Is it Cole or Cōlé?
Well, you guys pronounce it Cōlé, but in my Kentucky roots, which are pretty, it's this one branch,
Yeah.
they just call me Cole.
Oh. So I guess we're all family here, so I guess I'll call you Cole. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
Hey. All right. So my first question is that two of your biggest passions are ball hawking.
And
What's
Republicans.
that? Well, ball hawking and hunting are two of your biggest passions. How does being a ball hawk help you become a better hunter?
It doesn't. I'm pretty bad at it, and like what I just really love your other host, that Tony.
Yeah.
And I want to be a vegan pretty soon, so I'm gonna give up hunting. I was just bad at it. Plus, I realized I saw the light, and it's gonna be weird being a vegan Republican, but I'm gonna do it.
Now, when you went hunting last time, did you catch anything? Did you bring home any meat?
Well, I got some tiny meat of my own, but that's all I brought home. As far as catching anything, I think I caught a cold.
You caught a cold?
Yeah.
I did hear that.
I got Larry Gina or something. It's where I can't talk.
So
my throat hurts. I got Larry Gina.
There was some talk that last week talking about some of the new rules put in place by the collective bargaining agreement, that you and Larry are talking about, that you don't walk around with big hoggies in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, I know that in Kentucky sometimes walking around with big hoggies in your mouth is kind of
Well, we just do that.
It kind of goes hand in hand.
We do that because our sisters really like the way that it tastes when we kiss them. But we don't also have any doctors, so they haven't told us what y'all northern people are saying. And I guess it's supposed to be bad for you, but why would they let it be bad for you if why would they want to kill you if they're trying to sell it to you? Huh? Makes no sense. If they kill you, they don't have a customer.
That's true. Now, have you ever had a big hog in your mouth?
Don't talk about my sister like that. By the way, did you notice my awesome hat?
It is a nice Chicago Cubs hat.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Are you wearing that because you lost the bet? You wearing that because you lost the bet with Larry?
Yeah. I love Larry.
It is a mighty handsome hat. So, talking about now, I know that you're wearing a Cubs hat, but you are from Kentucky, close to Cincinnati. Oh, are there any big plans or big goals that you have this year in Cincinnati when it comes to ball hawking?
Yeah, I want to touch as many balls as possible.
With a hoggy in your mouth too?
Just depends. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to, because if they banished it from baseball, does that mean that the fans? If so, what is this? Communist Germany?
It might be. It might just be.
This is why we need more Trump.
Is it going to make America great again by allowing baseball players to have big hoggies in their mouth?
Make baseball chew again.
There you go. That could be the hat. Or T-shirts all the players are going to wear during batting practice.
That's what the C stands for. I think secretly the C stands for chew.
Yeah.
So that's why I love the Cubs.
Because it's chewy. Well, Cincinnati starts with a C too.
Do it?
Yeah,
I mean, it was with an S.
Well,
why would it be with a C if it doesn't even sound like K? It sounds like a S, which would be an S.
Well, because if it was Cincinnati with an S, that means it would be a bad place, and everyone would be sinning all the time. So
it is, and that's why I live in Kentucky.
Yeah, and it's because it's God's country, and if it was Cincinnati with an S, everyone would be going to hell.
Well, that's what they are, because they're from the big city. City rhymes with sinny, and that's what they're doing.
Bunch of sinners in the city.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a TV show, I think.
Yeah, it's
called
like
Sex and the City.
Oh, don't say that dirty word.
Oh, City?
No, that other one that Mrs. Abneri doesn't like.
I won't say it anymore. It's for Mrs. Abneri.
Okay. We don't do that in the South. Kentucky
no. One last thing before people because people are created from
God.
Storks.
Ribs. Storks bring them.
They do come by storks. You're right there. All right, one more question before we move on, because I know you got a big show to get ready for today.
I do. We're turning 100.
Yes, and that was what my question was about. I know you're kind of the Mr. Furley.
Sorry, I was getting distracted.
You're trying to get the hoggy out of your mouth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're kind of like the Mr. Roper to the Mr. Furley of Three's Company. Yeah. More on that in a second. But how does it feel to reach 100?
I really don't feel like I'm 100, but they tell me that I am. So it's pretty cool. Even though we're second place at 100, that means that we've been second place for a really long time, unlike you guys being at first place for just a short time. So
right.
I think that means we're still better.
I mean, it was tough when you come on and you're the new kid on the block and you're the new big hit sensation and everybody loves you, and and you have the ones that have kind of been established already. No, they're a bit resentful to the new kids on the block, like the NKOTB.
Yeah, we basically we blazed the trail for you, so we expect our royalty checks in the mail.
Right. Well, the check is in the mail, Cōlé.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cole. Is there anything else you have to say before we let you go?
Yeah, I love the Chicago Cubs because I love my Larry.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go!
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Larry's gonna kill me today.
All right, Cole, it's been great having you on, and we look forward to seeing you on your 100 show a little bit later.
Thanks, David and Tony. I love you guys.
Have you seen Tony? He got up and disappeared.
He's taken to Larry, so let me contact him and we'll get him back for you.
Okay, it's going to be tough to continue the show without him. He's the glue that holds us all together here. All right, moving on. It is great to see having Cōlé here on the show. No, sad that we missed out on him last week, but no, it's great to see him here. Oh, who's this?
Oh, hey.
Hey, Larry. Tony's back.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, sorry. One sec.
Cole said that you were in disposed, right? I don't know if we should rank the. I haven't been to your bathroom before, but I don't know if we should rank the bathroom at your home.
Oh, it's pretty rank.
Oh, it is. I'm sure it is now. You were in there a while.
I think I kept the screen on me, even though you guys were talking. So I apologize to the viewers, but they're award-winning for reasons, and let's just keep them like that.
All right. Moving on to the next part of our show. With it being Ballhawk Talk's 100 show tonight, Tony and I have decided to have a top 10 list of the top 10 numbers from 1 to 100. Just like with our Blabby Awards, there was 100 possible choices out there, and it was very difficult choosing our 10 favorite numbers. So
actually, it wasn't.
No.
It literally took us, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'd agree. But we did have to leave out some very worthy other numbers, like 75 didn't make it.
True. 84 didn't make it.
Nope, not this year. 84. You got some work to do, buddy.
Sorry, Fielder.
Now, so without further ado, Tony, would you like to kick off our top 10 list of the top 100 numbers from 1 to 100?
Yeah, let me write this down.
Sure.
Give me a second here.
Do you need a pen?
Yeah, if you could. You want to pass it? Here, I'll pass it to you to give to me.
Okay. Right. Is this the one you have?
So can I have it back now? Yeah, can I have it?
Yeah, here you go. Right.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to make sure it was the right one. So
it was, yeah. We want to conserve our pen use.
Wow.
So while Tony's doing that, I'd like to say that there's a lot. Let's talk about some of the other numbers that didn't make it. Like the number 7. It's lucky for some people. Today was not 7's lucky day, though.
Also, number 433 didn't make it because it just didn't meet the criteria, 1 through 100.
No. Nope.
Neither did
it would have if it would have gone further. Right? In negative numbers, didn't make it.
Nope.
Because we don't want negative numbers ruining our show. No negativity here at Ballhawk Lab.
That's true. And since well, we'll get to it because I have it here.
Oh, we have a top 10 list. All right.
Number 10. Yeah.
Starting off at number 10.
Coming in at number 10 is the number 1.
Oh. Why?
Because 1 is the loneliest number. So, of course, it should be at the bottom.
That's right. Now, it almost must seem like maybe it should have been at 100, but no. How many songs or how many numbers have songs about them? Not a lot. 1 has 1, and that is the loneliest number. The next group of numbers, I really couldn't separate them. It's a group of 4. It's a group of 4 numbers. Pardon me, I'm eating some delicious grapes right now. That's sponsoring our show, and we'll let you know of our sponsor at the end of the show. I had a little little burpage going on there. But the next group of numbers, we couldn't separate them because no, it's 6, 7, 8, and 9, and they all go together because 6.
Hold on.
Whoa.
And why is that?
Because 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
Oh!
Got it?
Zing!
Gotcha.
Did you just say?
All right. Got it.
Oh.
Got it. Not got.
We'll get to that later, right?
Yes, that we will. We got it. All right, number 5. We kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier.
All right, number 5 is similar to number 10, and that is 3, because 3 is company.
It's true. So come and knock on our door. We'll be waiting for you. All right, coming in at number 4 is the number 99. And no, I like the number 99 a lot. One of my favorite hockey players has always been Wayne Gretzky. And he's a great one for a reason, because he's one of the greatest hockey players ever. But also it's because nobody cares about the number 100. It's just next, and it has 3 numbers. And only 2 of them, 2 of them are zeros. So, don't be a zero, be a hero.
Yes. And I think that it's also because of another one, because we have 99 problems, but as you can see,
Nope.
bitch ain't one.
He's not one of them. Cover your ears.
Yeah.
All our dog watchers and our dog fans, cover your ears.
Earmuffs.
Especially you female dogs.
So I'm going to do the next 2, and then David, you're going to do the number 1.
I will do it. I just did a number 1 earlier, but
Did you?
But our number 1 is not that same number 1.
So number 3 is a number that's very close to 3, and that is pi. Pi.
It is.
And don't tell me
3.1.
it can't be 1 through 100, because it is definitely between the range of 1 and 100.
It is.
We didn't say it had to be a whole number, did we? No.
Just couldn't be negative, because we don't want negativity here.
And coming in
All right.
at number 2 is number 2, Larry Larson.
And you know what that means. He actually might be doing that right now, getting ready for the big show. A little, I think it was Bill Russell was a basketball player, and he would throw up before every game because he's so nervous. I think Larry goes and takes number 2 before every game in honor of one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Bill Russell. Kind of clear his thoughts and fouls all at the same time, and just kind of getting ready for a big show. Hopefully he and Cōlé are wearing tuxedos tonight for their big show.
I hope Cole makes it, because he was just on our show.
Oh. All right, and coming in at yes.
So number 1.
Coming out of number 1. Avert your eyes. It's the number 69.
Hey! Oh my. What are
And,
those numbers doing?
well, no, I thought it because that's how many career touchdown passes or receptions that Gronkowski has.
That's true.
Right. Because you know what that means. The number 69. You know what it means?
Touchdown there.
Yeah. It means that it's a number after 68 and before 70.
Yeah. And we don't really like round numbers like 70, so we thought we didn't have any 9s, and a lot of the other ones were basically single digits. So actually we did have 9s because of 99. Scratch that.
Right.
But yeah,
and we wanted a number that was not prime. We don't want prime numbers at the top of our list.
that's true.
Yeah. Composite numbers only when it comes to the best numbers out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
So I guess that means that we are getting very, very close to the end. So I wanted to give a shout out to today's. Well, I don't know that they're unofficial, because I think that we're still waiting for the check in the mail. Just like Cole is waiting for it. I did hear that, by the way. Today, it is Neuro's Bliss. Neuro Bliss, because when you want to be blissed out, you don't have to do drugs. Just drink this. Neuro Bliss.
Bing. What flavor of Bliss is that, Tony?
This is white raspberry.
Ooh.
It is delicious.
What other flavors does Bliss create?
They have different things. It's not just Bliss. They have Neuro Trim, Neuro Sleepy, many different flavors.
Does that help you go to bed?
Kind of.
Oh.
They don't have
like the Neuro.
If they had a Neuro Poopy, then I would kind of wonder if Larry has been drinking a lot of those.
It almost seems like a narrow poopy though, like.
Ooh. Like little noodles?
Yeah, like maybe a nice ramen noodle.
Ooh. Now I'm hungry, but I'm conflicted because it was just poop that we were talking about.
But all right, I think on that note, we might need to wrap things up. Can I borrow that pen one more time?
Yeah. Here's the Sharpie.
Right. Okay. Thank you. All right, so that brings us to the end of this week's Ballhawk Blab. Tune in next week where hopefully we might be able to get a consistent start time. Maybe we'll come on Mondays. Who knows?
And who knows? Maybe our sponsor will, or not sponsor, but our guest will look a little bit more lifelike than Cōlé. I know that that's probably just internet issues that makes him look like he's cardboard, but
yeah, and plus Kentucky has a lot of internet issues, I think.
Yeah, although not nearly as many as Chicago.
No, and go figure that one out.
Well, on that note, let's leave
dance
with a little bit of some Hall & Oates.
Oh, Hall & Oates, you say? The rich girl and the
We love you guys.
Happy 100th.
Happy 100th with Larry and Cole. And Cole, we hope that you know that we were joking. We want you on the real show. We want the real Cole. We want the Cole to fight back to show that Cole was an imposter.
That Cole is a sissy.
Yeah. We don't take no fakes here. We don't want no scrubs. We don't want no fakes.
No posers.
We love you guys forever.